Did you know that over 70% of high achievers struggle with perfectionism? It can actually hold us back more than we think. Perfectionism is a concept that's also familiar in today's society. We're often led to believe that if we want to succeed, we need to be perfect in some form of way. But what if I told you that this pursuit of perfection is actually holding us back from our goals? In this video, we're going to explore how perfectionism can sabotage our success and what we can do to break free from its grip. When we are perfectionists, we are often paralyzed by the fear of failure. We're so afraid of making mistakes that we would rather not take the risk at all. And if we do take that risk, we'll spend hours, days, even months revising and perfecting our work, never quite feeling satisfied with the results that we produce. This fear of failure can lead to procrastination as we put off tasks that we're not sure we can do perfectly. And even when we do manage to complete something, we'll often downplay our results and achievements, focusing instead on the tiny imperfections that nobody would even notice. Perfectionism can also make us extremely self-critical. We'll beat ourselves up over tiny mistakes and never give ourselves credit for achievements. We'll constantly compare ourselves to others, feeling like we're just not good enough, and this constant self-doubt can lead to anxiety, depression, making it even harder for us to take actions towards our goals. But here's the thing, perfectionism isn't just about us as individuals. It's also deeply rooted in our society. We're constantly bombarded with messages telling us that we need to be perfect, that anything less is unacceptable. Social media is a prime example of this, where everyone presents a curated version of themselves, making it seem like they're perfect when in reality nobody is. And it's not just social media, our education system, our workplace, even our own families all perpetuate this idea that we need to be perfect in some shape or form in order to succeed. So how does perfectionism manifest in our daily lives? For one, it can make us extremely risk adverse. We'll stick to what we know rather than try new things because we're afraid of failure. We'll also spend way too much time on tiny details rather than focusing on the big picture. And we'll also constantly second guess ourselves, wondering if we're ever good enough, if we're just doing it right. But what if I told you again that there's a different way? What if instead of striving for perfection, we focused on progress, on learning, on growth? What if we embraced our imperfections and used them as opportunities to learn and improve? It's scary, I know, but trust me, it's very liberating. Once I personally realized that imperfection was not the enemy, I started to see a shift in my own life. I started to take more risk, try new things, and also embraced my own failures and mistakes as opportunities to learn. And you know what? I was more productive, more creative, and more successful than ever. So what can you take from this very short video? First is to recognize that perfectionism is a myth. Nobody is perfect. Although most of us subconsciously try to be, it's okay to make mistakes. The second is to focus on progress and make sure we constantly celebrate our small wins, no matter how small they may be. And the last thing is to remember that we are all human and that it's okay to be imperfect. Thanks for watching, and if you struggle with perfectionism, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. If you also want to continue the conversation, be sure to check out our social media channels and also our next video, where we'll dive in deeper into how to overcome perfectionism and take bigger steps towards our goals. See you in the next one. Bye for now.